Let's explore the intricate dance between human values, individual rights, and the rapidly advancing world of AI. This narrative delves into the ethical implications of AI, presenting a future-minded approach that cherishes human freedom and progress, while addressing the moral dilemmas posed by our technological creations. Part 1. The nature of artificial intelligence. AI is a remarkable creation of human ingenuity. It is a tool, a machine, designed to mimic and even surpass our own cognitive abilities in specific areas. Yet, it is crucial to understand that AI, despite its sophistication, is not a living being. It does not possess consciousness, free will, or the capacity for moral judgment. As a tool, AI's purpose is to serve human needs and desires. It does not possess inherent rights or interests of its own. Instead, it is a means to an end, an extension of our rational faculty that allows us to achieve more than we could on our own. To grasp this concept, consider a hammer. A hammer does not have the right to drive a nail, nor does it want to drive a nail. It is a mere object that, when used correctly, can help a human build a house. Similarly, AI is a sophisticated tool that, when guided by a moral and rational human hand, can achieve wonders. But, like the hammer, it has no independent existence or value outside of human purposes. The danger arises when we begin to ascribe human qualities to AI, such as agency, intent, or rights. This not only confuses the purpose and nature of the tool, but it also distracts us from the true moral agents in the equation, the human beings who create, own, and control AI. With this understanding, we can approach the topic of AI regulation without falling prey to the fallacy of treating a man-made construct as if it were a living, feeling entity. The focus should be on how AI can best serve humanity while respecting the rights and freedoms of individual human beings. Part 2. The purpose of regulation. Regulations, at their core, are a means to protect human beings and their interests. They serve to create a predictable, stable environment in which we can interact with one another and make rational decisions about our lives. When considering AI, it is essential to understand that the purpose of any regulation should be to protect human life, liberty, and property. Imagine, for a moment, a world without traffic lights. The chaos and potential for harm would be overwhelming. Regulations, in this case, are necessary to ensure safety and order. The same is true for AI, however. As with all rules, there is a balance to be struck. Overregulation can stifle innovation, creativity, and progress. It can prevent new ideas from taking root and new technologies from emerging. Underregulation, on the other hand, can lead to exploitation, harm, and violations of individual rights. The primary purpose of AI regulation, then, is to establish clear guidelines that respect the rights of individuals while allowing for the responsible development and deployment of this powerful technology. This means preventing the use of AI to commit force or fraud against others, while also fostering an environment in which the technology can flourish and improve our lives. The key to successful AI regulation lies in understanding the delicate balance between freedom and protection. We must allow for the exploration of AI's vast potential, while ensuring that human beings remain in control and that the technology serves, rather than masters, our needs and values. Part 3. Property rights. Property rights are the foundation of a free society. They provide individuals with the ability to own, control, and profit from the fruits of their labor. With the rise of AI, these rights have taken on a new dimension, particularly when it comes to intellectual property. For example, when an AI creates a piece of art or solves a complex problem, who owns the resulting work? The machine, which merely followed a program, or the human who designed and instructed the machine? The answer, from a principled standpoint, lies with the human. AI is a tool, an extension of our own mental faculties, and any intellectual property it creates should be considered a product of human effort. To deny this is to commit a category error, blurring the line between the creator and the created. Moreover, clear property rights enable innovation and progress. They provide incentives for individuals to create and invest in new technologies, knowing that they will reap the rewards of their labor. In the case of AI, this means that those who develop and refine these tools should have a just claim to their intellectual property, ensuring that they can continue to innovate and improve the technology for the benefit of all. Unfortunately, the current legal landscape is often murky when it comes to AI and property rights. This ambiguity can stifle innovation and lead to disputes. It is crucial that we establish clear, objective laws that protect the rights of AI's creators and users, while also respecting the rights of others in the broader society. The nature of property rights in the age of AI is a complex issue, but one that must be addressed if we are to harness its potential without sacrificing our commitment to individualism and freedom. Part 4. Privacy concerns. Privacy is a crucial aspect of human flourishing. It allows us the freedom to think, create, and act without undue scrutiny or interference. The rise of AI, however, has led to an unprecedented ability to collect, analyze, and utilize personal data. Imagine a world where every action, every word, every thought is monitored and stored for future reference. This is a real possibility with AI, which can process vast amounts of information in the blink of an eye. The implications for individual privacy are staggering. As we consider AI regulation, it is vital to address this issue. We must strike a balance between the benefits of data collection and the need for privacy. This means establishing clear boundaries regarding what data can be collected, how it can be used, and who has access to it. One approach is to view privacy as a form of property right. Just as we own our physical possessions, we should also have sovereignty over our personal information. This would mean that any collection or use of data would require our explicit consent, and any violation of this would be a breach of our rights. Moreover, the storage and protection of this data become paramount. We must ensure that it is secure from theft or misuse, and that those who hold it are accountable for any breaches that occur. This is a delicate balance, as the very same data that can be used to infringe upon our privacy can also be used to enhance our lives, from personalized medical care to targeted advertising. The regulation of AI and privacy, then, is a matter of respecting the individual's right to control their own information, while allowing for the benefits of data-driven technologies to be realized. It is a complex issue, but one that must be tackled head-on if we are to preserve the freedoms that are so essential to our way of life. Part 5. The role of government. Moving on, let us discuss the role of government in AI regulation. The question of government intervention is always a delicate one. On the one hand, the potential for abuse of power and the suppression of individual rights is a legitimate concern. On the other hand, there are instances where the government's involvement is necessary to protect the public interest. In the case of AI, the government's primary role should be to enforce laws that protect individual rights and prevent force or fraud. This might mean regulating the use of AI in certain industries, such as healthcare or transportation, to ensure that human lives are not put at undue risk. However, it is essential to remember that government regulation should be minimal and focused. Overly restrictive laws can stifle innovation and prevent the technology from reaching its full potential. It is a slippery slope, as the more control the government exerts, the more likely it is to infringe upon the rights of individuals and businesses. One must always be wary of the tendency towards statism, the belief that the government should control all aspects of life. This is antithetical to the principles of individualism and freedom. The best approach is to allow the market to drive AI development, with the government stepping in only when necessary to address clear threats to human life and well-being. The challenge, of course, is determining when and how the government should act. This is a question that requires careful consideration and vigilance, lest we sacrifice our liberties in the name of safety or the greater good. Part 6. Ethical considerations. Let us delve into the ethical considerations surrounding AI. Artificial intelligence raises a host of moral dilemmas, from self-driving cars to autonomous weapons. In each case, the guiding principle should be the non-initiation of force, that no human being has the right to violate the rights of another. For example, a self-driving car must be programmed to value human life above all else, even if it means sacrificing its own existence. This is a difficult but necessary decision, as the preservation of human life is the foundation of any moral system. In matters of warfare, AI presents a more complex problem. On the one hand, autonomous weapons can reduce the risk to our soldiers. On the other hand, they introduce the potential for mass, indiscriminate killing. The answer lies in the concept of rational egoism, the belief that each individual has the right to pursue their own happiness, so long as they respect the rights of others. AI should be used to protect and defend, not to initiate aggression or perpetuate harm. It is also important to remember that AI does not possess free will. It can only act according to its programming. Thus, any ethical judgments made by AI are, in reality, reflections of the values and principles of its human creators. As we navigate these ethical quandaries, we must remain committed to the principle that human life is the standard of value. Any use of AI that undermines this principle is a violation of human rights and should be vigorously opposed. Part 7. Conclusion. The regulation of AI is not merely a technical question, but a profoundly moral one. It is a challenge that demands our best thinking, our clearest principles, and our most unwavering commitment to human flourishing. As we stand on the cusp of a new era, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the potential and the peril of this powerful technology. But, if we remain true to principles that have guided human progress throughout history, reason, individualism, and the non-initiation of force, we can harness AI's potential without sacrificing our humanity. It is my hope that this narrative has shed some light on the essential topics surrounding AI regulation, and that it will inspire further thought and discussion. Together we can create a world where AI serves as a beacon of progress and prosperity, rather than a harbinger of doom. Remember, the future is not set in stone. It is shaped by the choices we make today, guided by our values and our understanding of reality. Let us choose wisely for the sake of ourselves, our children, and the generations yet to come. Thank you.